You're at Lake Rant, where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one is for Mr. Tangelo, who says, rant about the value of combative discussion, calling people's favorite shows dog shit, etc., and the lack of it in mainstream circles of discussion. I mean, I don't know how much value there really is in that kind of hyper aggressive approach. Like, I understand guys like Econ like to do stuff like that because they want to get you into an argumentative mindset. Like, he will come at you and have, present a really extreme viewpoint about something like, oh, you like Kill La Kill? Well, that show is absolute dog shit. Oh, it completely falls apart in the second half. None of it is even all that good. And then you'll be like, you start arguing with him, and you realize that he doesn't really think that. He just wants to have an argument about a more nuanced point, but he wants to get you riled up and into the argument so that he can, so that he can eventually get to this point he's wanted to make. But he wants to make it he wants to make it like as an attack. Like, he wants to make it not just like, oh, I'm going to randomly state something about this show. He wants you to be playing defense for the show so that he can, better understand his own argument and be able to make it in reaction to the things that you're saying in your defense of the show. I understand why that would be appealing to some people. I think it's extremely annoying. And I think that's why he's cut down on doing things that way, because so many people have such an averse reaction to that. People don't like to, they just are going to think you're a dick, and I don't necessarily think you're automatically a dick for doing things that way, but you kind of have to signpost it and be in the right situation. Like, I guess combative discussion is fine when you're amongst people who you think are used to that, and like, it was, I guess, Econ feels he can do that kind of thing to me because we both come from the same background of anime blogging and, like, 4chan, and, like, that's the way things are done there, and that's what we came up through. So there's, like, we both get it. Like, I know he's not just, I know he's memeing. I know he's not, like, trying to say something about me because I don't like a show. He's saying your favorite show is shit so that he can get a conversation going. But, like, I also totally appreciate why some people would be very annoyed with this, like, kind of aggressive way of approach. So, I guess if there is a value in it, it's something best felt by people who are, choosing to participate in it deliberately. I think if you're staging a conflict of sorts, like sort of like me versus Giguk, that Crunchyroll show where, like, Giguk and I don't really have a problem with each other, and we had been talking before the thing happened, but, like, when we got on stage, the idea of it was to be attacking each other, to make it a battle so that it's fun, so that there's some, it's like a wrestling match, we're pretending like we hate each other because that is the fun narrative, but, like, it's obvious to everyone involved that, we have to go backstage and be in the same green room, and we obviously don't hate each other. So, like, I think that kind of angle, I wish there was more of that. I wish there was more, like, cartoony, staged, aggressive, like, kind of back and forth, because I think that stuff is entertaining as hell, and I hate this culture where, because of drama on the internet, everyone's afraid to step on anyone else's toes and be, like, slightly aggressive, where, like, if I come out and say Jeff Du has shitty taste in anime, then, like, people are going to be like, oh, Digi and Jeff have drama, and, like, he's going to want to stay out of that. He's not going to want to play into it because it's not going to be funny and wacky. It's going to be drama, So I wish we were in a situation where we could have more of a wrestler persona approach to discussion. But yeah, the mainstream I think a lot of it is just that on the internet, intent is hard to read. A lot of the audiences of this discussion are either very young or autistic or just stupid, and they don't get the theatrics of it, or they don't get the, they can't see past the negativity. They are just averse to negativity because they come to the internet for an escape from negativity. They come to it to find their people, to be a part of a social circle of people who are kind of, backslappers and cuzzaroos, if you will. And they are not in it for the intensity and the fucking fun of a boxing match about anime. And I wish we had a little more. But, yeah, I guess that's it.